Let's go over some isolations. So you can just have your feet a little bit further than hip distance apart and your arms down by your sides. We're going to move down our body and isolate each body part. The importance of this is so that we can start to understand if we have choreography, if we only need to move our shoulder and our hip, we know how to isolate those two body parts as opposed to moving our entire body with it. So let's get comfortable with different parts of our body. Starting with our head, just go ahead and look from side to side. So we look to the left, center, to the right, center again, left, center, right, center. Now we're going to look down and up. Be gentle with your neck. Down and up. One more time, down and up. Let's go ahead and do some head rolls to the right. So that just means we're gently going to roll all the way in a circle. One more time. And now let's reverse to the left. And we're only moving our head and neck. We're not getting our shoulders involved. One more time. Great. Now we're going to start with our shoulders. So just go ahead and start by shrugging your shoulders up and down. Again, up, down. Two more times. Up, down, up, down. Now we're going to isolate individual shoulders. So left and down, right, down. One more time, left and down, right, down. Now take both shoulders and move them back towards the back of the wall. Try to keep this movement as fluid as possible. Two more. Now we're gonna move to the front. As fluid as possible, just using our shoulders. Two more, keep breathing. Fantastic. Now we're just going to do one shoulder at a time. So left and right and left and right. Now to the front. Right and left and right and left. Now we're going to do our rib cage. So what I want you to think about, because this can sometimes be the trickiest part of isolations for a lot of us, is make sure that this down, so from your hips down, this is not going to move. So think of lifting your rib cage off of your hips and coming forward, back in, to the side, back into center. Put it to the back wall, center, to the side, center. Let's reverse. So we'll go front and center, to the right, and center, to the back, center, to the left, center. Now we're gonna smooth that out and make it more circular. So moving to the left, we're touching our rib cage on all of the walls and a circular motion. Two more. Relax anything that doesn't need to be engaged. Other way. Now we're moving to the right. Keep that movement as fluid as possible. You might feel some engagement or burning in your abs, totally normal. Next, we're gonna work on our hips. So anyone who takes my class knows that I use a lot of hip movements. So mobility in your hips is super important. And I will say that a lot of times I notice a lot of students and clients keep a lot of stress and anxiety and tension in their hips. So if it feels really tight at first, that's totally fine. As you do it more and you stretch and you strengthen and you work out your hips, things will get easier. So we're going to start again with our feet apart, hands are on our hips, and just move your hips to the left, center, to the right, center. One more time, left, center, legs can stay straight, to the right, center. Now we're going to go front and back. So front, center, back, center. Again, front, center, back, center. Now we're just going to do hip circles, keeping our legs straight. So just moving to the left, Let your hips shoot out to the walls as much as possible. Let's do 2 more, keeping the movement as fluid as possible. Last one. And now we're gonna reverse. Really getting your hips as far to the side, as far back, as far to the side, as far front. 2 more. Make sure those legs are straight. And keep breathing until we come back center. Now we're gonna start to use our plie for our hip isolation. So what I want you to think of is almost like a pendulum that swings down and up and down and up. That's what our hips are going to do. So we're coming down and up, so I have straight legs, and then we plie to the other side. And notice how I'm sticking my hips out as much as possible. Down, stick that hip out, down, stick that hip out. Let's do one more time. Down, stick that left hip out, almost as if I'm trying to show my left butt cheek to the front of the wall, and then down, other side. And then, of course, we're going to do to the front, same thing, we're penduluming to the back, to the front, to the back. Now we're going to do full hip circles, and you can use this plie now. So really dig into your hips and the rest of your body. Arms can be free, whatever feels good to you. We'll do 4 more on this left side. Really keeping movement fluid. Great, let's do 8 to the other side. Four more. We have 5, 6, 7, 8. Great, and these are things that you can practice throughout your daily life. So don't feel like you have to have it all after this one time. It's really a getting to know your body process of learning where everything originates. So have fun exploring.